Zdravo, bracho. So today, dude, we're gonna be talking about Dokkan, Dokkan Battle. Um, so basically, you guys know about that, like, the worldwide download celebration, global Dokkan celebration, which is now renamed to that. So with the reveal that global Dokkan celebration is future saga, we also got like all the characters revealed and shit, that it's Vegito, Blue, and Zamasu, right? But also that it really isn't, so we're gonna have a talk about that and how that affected the community. So let's talk about how it first all started with the fucking release of Diamond. Diamond. That's, I feel like, what kick-started all of this. So you guys know, like, the main fucking moneymaker of Diamond, who it is. Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And for some reason, like, they just are putting him off on Dokkan right now. Dragon Ball Legends, he already made his fucking rounds around that game in like March. I'm pretty sure it was March. And Dokkan is still just holding off on him for no reason. And it's like, July. And there's been nothing from Diamond other than literally Kid, mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, right? Not even adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, not even mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And, what happens? What do they do when, after a very dead period of units with Golden Week being meh, and then the Dragon Ball celebration being, well, the OG Dragon Ball celebration, not that hype for a lot of people, understandably. We get not Daima, but Future Saga. And it's basically just a rerun. Part 1 of the celebration is basically just a rerun of 2023 Worldwide Talent Celebration, which was Super Saiyan Blue Goku Vegeta with Corrupt Fusion Zamasu. That's basically what it was. Yeah. And that's basically what it is right now. To an extent. So normally you'd guess like, oh yeah, with the reversible exchange, Blue Goku and Vegeta and Goku Black and Zamasu, they fuse, right? They fuse. Well, not really. They fuse for an active skill attack. Yeah. So that got the community heated up because, they expected, to be able to fuse into them and they have an ultra super attack, and also maybe even an active skill, but no, they just have one active skill and then they diffuse back into, the norms, the attack switch, whatever you want to call it, reversible exchange. It's especially weird for Zamasu because, Zamasu, he's like not supposed to canonically be able to defuse. Like, what? But basically after that the community got pretty heated. But after that, at the time of this recording, today the animations were shown and the kids, and honestly everything's pretty cool. They're pretty good kid wise. Their animations are honestly all good, pretty good even. So after that, something unexpected happened as well, as part 2 of the celebration got leaked. Part of it, you know who it is? It's fucking Omega Shenron. Part 2 is confirmed to be basically GT. So Omega Shenron as one unit and possibly Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Tag Switch, you know, Versatile Exchange Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Me personally, I think that's perfect. Almost. For me it's awesome, but it's not perfect because you gotta ask yourself, why didn't they just make it so that part 1 was GT and that part 2 was Diamond? You know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Goma, choose and pick, you know. Well, I honestly have no clue. And part of me wants to believe maybe that they think that Daima isn't hype enough, which is definitely odd because you'd think like Super Saiyan 4, like everybody like loved Super Saiyan 4 Goku for 10th anniversary, right? But I don't know. Definitely gives me a lot more evidence that they think that he's not hype enough for a big celebration like that because of what Legends did to him. They basically just, you know, March monthly LF, which is like, you know, for less hype units, typically, instead of making him an anniversary unit. He's clearly not an anniversary unit because part 2, part 1, and soon to be part 3. At the time of this recording, it's not revealed who the part 3 character is for that. Legends 7th anniversary isn't revealed yet, but it's definitely not Super Saiyan 4 adult Goku, you know. So I don't know. I guess they do think that Daima isn't hype enough, or something else. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but it's definitely questionable. Even more questionable when you realize that they could have done Future Saga for next year very easily, because that would open up a lot of potential for EZAs like Super Saiyan Blue Goku Vegeta, Tech Merge Zamasu, and also, you know, from 2023, and also some Super EZAs that are less likely to use Super EZA now, but would be a lot more likely next year. So it's just odd. Very questionable. I don't know why. Although, now begs the question, when is Daima actually going to release? Is it actually just going to be a monthly Dokkan Fest? Like mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or, you know, as a monthly Dokkan Fest, or is it going to be for the like celebration that is replacing Tanabata? Is that where we're gonna see like Super Saiyan 4 Goku or, you know, Goma? Maybe. But I also want to get my hopes up. But I mean, I still have hopes for Dokkan that they're not gonna fumble the actual celebration itself. Like, I'm sure they have a bunch of events planned. You know, they made the units good. That's what's important. But now, I believe they're actually going to like do some nice rewards. You know, some actual difficult events that aren't toxic. Hopefully, we don't get a rerun of like, you know, the Red Zone from 2023's Future Saga celebration. You know, the feud side. If you're a Dokkaner, you know the PTSD from the fucking, what is it, the Red Zone fused Zamasu stage with the turn 1 AoEs and insane damage. Yeah, that was definitely very toxic, but yeah, I mean, that period's over. Hopefully we don't get something like that again, where most units are just helpless. Definitely not as bad as, like, you know, 7th anniversary Red Zone Broly, but still. So, um, what's something else that I haven't mentioned that people actually would have preferred it more if, like, they focused more on the reversible exchange that was introduced in the 10th anniversary, and just not make like Vegito or Zamasu appear in the card as like the active skill and fusion Zamasu. And I honestly have to like disagree, because I mean, they can always just do it again, right? They can always just do another Vegito Blue and Fusion Zamasu. Like, them using up that active skill, like, animation isn't going to negatively affect really anything. Like, that's like saying that 10th anniversary STRSSB didn't deserve an active skill. Not really, but, you know, it's like, he definitely did. Like, I think it's best that we just, the more that units have, the more the merrier. You know, you can't complain that a unit has something which is objectively just helpful for them to have, kit-wise and hype-wise. I mean, we can all agree that Vegito Blue and Zamasu, this new unit, would not sell as much if they didn't have that active skill. Like, people want to see that active skill do like 9999 million damage to bosses. That's why they put it, you know, and that's why they also gave them attack stacking, so they can do those crazy numbers and one-shot the bosses, so people can be like, hold on, this is actually good, this is peak. And I mean, it works. I can already see some people, you know, saying like, wow, this is awesome. They do so much damage on this active skill. So, I mean, hey, it's good for Dokkan, it's good for the community. It's nice. Another thing that people are talking about is how they're similar to, like, so once upon a time, you know, in 2022 New Year's, entering into 2023, you know, Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan released to the game, and everybody was like waiting for them to come to the game, you know, because they were at the time superhero, Dragon Ball superhero was new, and everybody wanted to see, like, you know, Beast Gohan sprite in game and use singles for Piccolo. But what ended up happening is, you know, that a Beast Gohan, like, the Beast didn't actually have, like, you know, the active skill, and where he transforms into Beast, he transformed, but you know, it was just for an active skill attack, just like with Vegito this year, and people were complaining like crazy, and honestly, it was warranted, but it's definitely not on the level of this like situation, because Beast Gohan at the time was like new, and he had no units, no actual units with like his sprite and stuff. But Vegito, you know, he has like multiple that I have old animations, you know, from old Dokkan and even new Dokkan, so it's definitely not the same. Another comparison was to 7th anniversary fusing Blue Duo, you know, into Gogeta Blue from, you know, Broly movie. So, you know, they went from God forms to Super Saiyan Blue, and then their active skill in Blue was, you know, the Gogeta Soul Punisher. But you know, then, you know, they don't actually stay fused. So the thing is that people use to compare that is, you know, that situation, but it's different because at that time, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta also released. Specifically, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, who transform into Gogeta and stay as Gogeta for the rest of the fight. You know? And that's what softened the blow of, you know, Blue Goku and Vegeta going just for an active skill attack into Blue Gogeta. But, yeah, it's basically what softened the blow, and everybody still thinks of that celebration that it's awesome. But here, both units are like that unit, that they only have the active skill attack, and that's why people use that to harp on, this celebration's units, not fusing actually. And I think that's fair, but I don't think that it's still warranted, that the situation with this and that unit is much different. It's the same. And they can still make the celebration peak like they did with 7th anniversary. So yeah, that's basically it. That what I wanted to talk about. I'm happy with how Dokkan is doing the celebration, all in all. So yeah. If you wanna, see more videos from me, like and subscribe, that type of shit. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully when I come back from vacation, so I can actually make some videos instead of just this commentary, I guess. I mean, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.